hello. Okay. Why is my volume so high? There we go. Okay. So actually, I do need to do something. So we're gonna do okay, so my plan is we're gonna play Z.A.T.O, and then afterwards we are going to do a little bit of a hangout, talking, working stream at the very end. I'll change stream categories. And that part will be unarchived. So for the most part, the stream is gonna be archived, but I'm just gonna cut out the ending, and I'm not gonna really do anything that is unarchived worthy. So it's not like I'm gonna take this off of Twitch or anything. But I'm just gonna it's mostly just me doing a few things like working wise to make this like for Discord in case I do collabs. I don't know if I'm gonna do a lot of collabs, but you know. I'm gonna do that, right? I'm gonna get a drink. I think I made a mistake with that one. Hi. Maybe I should get like a different drink. Damn, that was a lot. But yeah, so my plan is we're gonna play this for like maybe an hour, and then we're gonna do everything at the end of stream, and we're just gonna maybe talk and hang out. But the thing is also really, I guess it depends. It's either really early for me or really late for me because I did wake up. But this, okay, so I do want to talk about, I guess, well, not talk about, I guess I just want to work on things to help me with streaming. Because I think I had like a little bit of a schedule, but I kind of realized Mondays and Tuesdays are pretty much never work for me. Like technically all of the days. Okay, so with how my work is, right? We don't have a consistent schedule, right? I mean, it's consistent enough, but like, you know, there's days that are like definitely days off, and there's days that are definitely not days off. But Tuesday and Wednesday, my like our days. Wait, Tuesday and Wednesday? No, Monday and Tuesday tends to be days where people or where days where people want to hang out with me and expect me to hang out with them, right? I mean, it kind of every day is actually, but like those days are definitely worse. It's actually kind of funny because my sister and her friend, they were kind of talking about like, oh, my Mondays are always booked out. You always have to like schedule me a week in advance, and honestly, it's so true, kinda. For me, like everyone just wants to hang out with me on Mondays. It's kind of weird. So I think I'm just gonna have to permanently block out Monday and Tuesdays and have them as my break days. I'm gonna have to figure out how I do other streams. I'm gonna probably have to exclusively do them at this kind of time, but the issue is that it's just very unhealthy for me, right? Wait, oh, sorry. I was talking to a friend earlier today, and I jokingly made my status on Discord when you meet a kindred spirit, but they tell you to kill yourself, and then they were like, no, wait, I'm sorry. Alright, anyways, we'll get started. I'm sorry, I got distracted. Anyways, we do have like a bit of a plan to switch over at the end of the stream, but we're gonna get started now. I might take a break a little bit to get like an actual drink, because I have a drink and I was drinking a bit of it, but it tastes like fucking shit. So we might have to adjust that. Okay, let's load in. It was this one. Okay, hang on. Let me. Wait. My life didn't exactly change. I went to school the same way. I sat through the lessons, then walked to the store, then to the library or for a walk, and then when it got dark, I headed home. Day after day. Sometimes my classmates joked around with me. Whenever that happened, my thoughts involuntarily drifted to Ira. I suck. I suck with names. I'm so sorry, guys. I hope no Europeans find my stream. I'm scared that people are gonna get like offended over the fact that I just struggle with pronouncing things. I think for the most part, though, most people don't react that strongly to it, but it does make me sad. She still attends classes. She vanishes during breaks. I never ask where to. I keep imagining scenarios in my head, not just when I was being laughed at. I did it when I was walking home from school, or to the store, or just wandering the streets killing time. I kept thinking about how funny it would be if I bumped into Ira. I thought how interesting it would be if we talked. I even tried to stay out longer. I started to take new routes. And as naive as it was to behave that way, I kept doing it. Ah. Oh? Ira! Hi! What are you doing here? Ira points to her cigarette. Oh, no, I mean... what are you doing at the center? Came to return some books. Oh. So you go to the library? What were you reading? Stuff. You don't want to say? You wouldn't like it. Huh? Why not? Ira looks like she's really weighing down the pros and the cons of exposing me to her taste in literature. No, it'd be like that. Bro, if you like dark fictions, like especially nowadays, well, actually no, I feel like it was always hated and controversial, right? Bro, I remember, okay, so like, I don't know if this is like, I don't know if this is like a bad thing or whatever, but I saw this manga and it was really pretty, right? And it was something like, I like the disgusting part of you or something like that. I don't remember what it was called exactly, or like the English name. I also don't remember the Japanese name, so I'm sorry. But I remember I was talking about it, or like I was trying not to talk about it with my friend, but he kept pushing. He was like, I really want to know, and I was like, no, you really don't, And after like pushing for like 2 minutes, I just told him, and then he went silent, and then like his voice like dropped, and he was like, why are you reading things like that? Yeah, sometimes like even like even if you really like someone and someone really likes you, it's better not to talk about certain things with them. But sometimes it's better to just hide shit from people. Or is that a bad thing? Because there was actually a controversy within like the IDV community where someone got exposed for being being into pro ship, and like my general stance is if you're into that kind of thing, you do you, but just don't talk about it with me because I don't like that kind of thing, right? Like that's my only boundary. Like if you want to like it, then just don't show me that you like it and don't talk about it. Keep that shit out of our chats. But apparently they were hiding the fact that they were a pro shipper or something, and then they got exposed for it and they canceled, and then they had to go private for a while, and I think they're still private. I don't know, I think a lot, like some of this general stance is that like people just hate that kind of thing in general, but it's worse because they were like really popular and they were like a general account or whatever, and a lot of people were interacting with them, and it was like the fact that like they would rather have known that person was a pro shipper so they could just block them early on, I guess, or you know, so they didn't have to build a bond with someone like that, I guess. I don't know, like they didn't want to be lied to. What was this conversation about? Ira looks like she's really weighing down the pros and cons of exposing me to her taste in literature. Did she read something she shouldn't? Maybe she thinks it's too dark or crass for someone like me. That's kind of unfair though, isn't it? You know, the other week I finished The Plague by Comus. Never read it. It's about a physician trying to save a town from an epidemic. It's very visceral, but I enjoyed it a lot. And not sure if I agree with the message though. Yeah? What was it? It was, basically it's that evil is an inherent part of life. You can try warding it off, but it will never be for good. And even if you do good things in time of crisis, there will always be some greater force spiking your guns. Yeah, sounds about right. Huh? I guess there are some okay people in the world, but there's a lot more dirtbags. Really? That's a pretty depressing way to look at it. You know, actually, oh, hang on. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm like a bit dizzy, but you know, Asya is someone I really relate to. She does remind me of myself. This is actually a fun fact, but I think just like I generally have. Okay, so back when I was younger, I had a general strong dislike for both myself and everyone around me. But I did believe in the general good of people and that people wanted to be good and kind to others, right? And my friends, they all were like, I don't know, they all didn't really like that. They kind of thought I was like naive and like being stupid or something, but I think I still keep to that because I do have more good experiences than bad experiences. And you know, sure, I should probably be more careful because one of these days the bad experiences are gonna come hitting me like a truck. Okay, but like I think I made a tweet and this was something I was really upset about because I was like, damn, why are you so trusting, bro? But I followed this guy. He like, okay, so we were talking and so he was like, hey, you're Asian, right? What type of Asian? Well, I think he immediately assumed Chinese. He asked if I was Chinese because he was planning on moving to China. And I was like, oh, no, I'm Vietnamese, right? And I was talking about how, well, he just asked me about what it was like in Vietnam, and I kind of just said like, oh, I feel like okay, it's kind of hard to say right now, politically speaking. I don't particularly like the USA, but when I went to Vietnam, there was a lot of like, is a lot more open, I guess, and that's not to say like, oh, it's safer or like people are more open with each other. I just mean like it's like everything feels more exposed, and there's a bit like of safety issues from what I know. I don't know how bad it is though, because I never ran into it. But my mom talked about how crime in Vietnam is a bit high. So that was something I was, I guess, concerned about or whatever. And there was a lot of trash everywhere. It was a very, like, when I last went, which was like, to be fair, it was like years ago, like 10 plus more, who knows. There was a lot of like the rivers were like polluted with trash, and I talked about how nice it would be if I could spend some time with like a bag and just start gathering some trash and like slowly getting rid of it. And then my uncle, he was like, oh yeah, don't do that, they'll get mad at you because they're gonna think you're better than them, or like they're gonna think you're acting like you're better than them, and they're gonna like not want you to do it and probably hurt you, so like don't do that. And I was like, oh, okay. I wasn't planning on it because I was like, I don't know. I was young and I kind of just didn't want to do that anyways, but like, yeah. Anyways, what was it? Oh yeah, that's right. Anyway, so afterwards, he asked me where I was going, and then I told him, right? I told him exactly where I was going. It was a 20-minute walk, and I was like, oh, I can make it. And then he was like, oh, okay, let me walk with you. I'll show you the way. And there was a voice inside my head going, hey, do you think this is a good idea? Maybe we should like run or just tell him no. And he was already guiding us. So I was like, okay, sure. And then I followed him for the whole 20 minutes, right? So like, for one, the streets weren't very busy. And like it was near the road, so it wasn't that bad. But then we got to we went up this bridge, and it was like it was under a different bridge, and it was dark, and there was no one around except this one homeless man, right? And I kept following him. There was like no one around, and then we entered this dark, parking lot, right? And it looked abandoned, right? And like, I mean, there was like grass growing in like the concrete. It didn't look like it was used very frequently. It doesn't look like anyone would be around for a while. That was suspicious, but you know, it's okay. I just kept following him, and then we went up into a different parking lot, and it was out in the open, but there was like no one around for a good while, and we kept walking for like maybe 4 more minutes before I finally found other people, and it was near another like subway station. And I was like, wait a minute, I could have taken the subway instead of walking the 20 minutes, bro. He tripped and fell into like a really big puddle because it was like flooded. Like the bridge was flooded, that like the one we went on. Anyways, I made it there to the exact place I wanted to go to. I was safe and everything. It was a decent experience, all things considered. He asked to follow me on Instagram and keep in contact. I did let him into my account. It was a private account. And then after a few days, I kind of removed him because I felt awkward because most of my accounts, I'm gonna be honest, it's just mental health posts. it's like art, like cosplay pictures, and me like doing things. I let him stay so I could post the pictures of like my cosplay and stuff like that because he said he was interested, but he didn't seem to interact with it, or so I don't know if he saw it. So if he did see it, he didn't interact with it, and if he didn't see it, then I guess that's that. So I just removed him afterwards, after a few days. I know, it just felt too awkward. So that was that. Anyways, yeah. For the most part, most of my interactions with humanity have been positive, at least in person. I think the worst I have interacted with are online, which makes sense because people have like the anonymity, so they just like the worst that they feel that they want to filter because I don't know. Like I feel like people filter themselves because they don't want to hurt people, right? Like there's like if I go in person and just tell someone I dislike, hey, I think you're a piece of shit and I hate the things you say and I genuinely think you're annoying and stupid and that you really should just learn to shut up. Like bro, they're gonna get upset with me. Like either they're gonna get mad and punch me, or they're gonna get really sad, and I don't know what's worse. Because sadness makes me sad. So I think to some degree, not seeing a person, right? Not like with the screens and stuff like that, not being able to see the person and know how exactly things are like affecting them, and knowing them as a human, is easier to write them off and then do say horrible things. I don't know where I'm going with this, but I feel like it's just in person you wouldn't do that. So most of my interactions with people in person are more normal, right? I never I had bad experiences, right? There was times where I was assaulted or groped or I don't know, verbally abused or whatever, right? Well, maybe not verbally abused, I don't know. I had slurs thrown at me. It's whatever. But those, I feel like those are they affect me, and they made me more cautious and not want to really interact with people too much. But at the same time, I feel like for the most part, everything has been chill, and I'm just fine with things. I don't know. It's not that bad. It's not that bad, smiley face. Most people are nice, so that's I feel like I relate to Asya. I feel like most people are inherently good, but they grow more bad because it's either some people are inherently a bit more messed up and they can cause a ripple effect, or they're taught to be bad, and then that's something that just is an unfortunate part of life, I guess. I don't know. Yeah. That was a long side tangent. I'm sorry, guys. I talk too much. But yet again, if I wasn't someone who talked a lot, who would I be? You could just go find a no commentary YouTube channel instead. If you have complaints about me being me, then get out! Lovingly. Anyways. And that's how it is. I don't know if I agree. At least I've never met someone I called a dirtbag. What about Batman? You serious? Is that his name? I think they're both his name, but I don't know which one is which. What? You serious? Garen is right there. Garen? Oh, well, he's not that bad. Uh-huh. Really, I don't think he means it. I'm sure everyone's trying the best they can. Most people wouldn't want to cause anyone pain, right? I think there's something Kamas and I can agree on. Huh. Yeah, right. If everyone's so nice, where's all that greater evil coming from? You think it's some natural phenomenon? No, of course not. There are things we perceive as painful in the moment, and there are really horrible, awful things that are happening every day. But I don't think it's right to call them evil. Evil is intentional. Those things don't come from bad intentions. Sadness, loneliness, misunderstanding, fear. But not evil. There was this famous judge, I feel like I've known this person actually. I swear to God, I read about him in English class at some point. I don't know how to say his name though. I feel like it's Dionysus, but I swear to God that's wrong because I think that's a Greek god. From ancient Greece, I think. Anyways, actually, okay, it might be Dionysus. He said, evil is not a being, for if it were, it wouldn't be totally evil. Evil has no place among being. Okay. I'm sorry, I was not expecting that. The fucking sound effect as well. Okay, so Hitler's not evil. That's a rather extreme example. But it's not like he was born that way, was he? I mean, it wasn't his natural quality, I don't think. Actually, she is right. I like learning about Hitler's, like, I guess, upbringing and backstory. It is kind of sad. Like, he's a horrible person. Don't get me wrong, I'm not trying to defend him, okay? I just want to make that clear. Hitler's horrible, evil, bad, okay? But at the same time, she is kind of right. Like, from what I heard, his father was just extremely, extremely abusive. And he had a lot of trauma from war. I don't know how, like, I think a lot of people joke around the art school thing. I don't really think that's as relevant as the fact that his father was just really abusive, apparently. And I don't really know much about him, to be honest, so I can't really say anything. But to some degree, it is possible that, you know, if his upbringing was better, maybe Hitler wouldn't have been a thing, right? Maybe if his father wasn't like an abusive bastard, maybe Hitler wouldn't have went on to kill more than 6 million people. 6 million people was like the Jews. I think it was like close to like 10 million people that died, because I think there was like prisoners of war, and then like Russian people, and like I know gay people, disabled people, just like a lot of people. And then, like, these conditions are horrible, man. I'm inclined to just say the result, and Hitler is evil because of everything that happened, but she is right that he probably wasn't born that way, right? But also still, the result is the result, you know? Can't really. So, the point still stands. He grew up and became evil as hell. Yeah, yeah. Evil exists. It's freaking everywhere. Just because there's a reason for it doesn't make it better. Yeah, I guess that's true. That's true. But I feel like understanding things at least helps prevent future evil. And prevents things from getting worse, right? If you're quick to just, like... That's still an extreme example, of course, but, like... Yeah, let me think. If... Let's say you meet someone and they're kind of a bad person, right? They're hateful. And they're pretty mean or whatever. I don't know. Is it like, I feel like it's possible that if you take the time to just be patient with them and understanding of them, and you don't like, I guess, like you can potentially help and change them. Like, of course, that's not always the case, and that's a very optimistic way of thinking about things. But I do feel like people inherently do want the best for themselves and the people around them. It's just who they consider, like, it's just the fact that it's easy for people to consider this is me and this is the people around me, and then excluding people who they consider enemy, because pain is hard to explain away sometimes, so you just want to blame someone. That's why, like, there's a lot of scapegoats in society. I like this is kind of me, like, being, like, I guess more honest, but there was like a bit of a trend, or I don't know if it was a trend. It was a big thing on Twitter for a bit, where people with like narcissistic personality disorder would talk about how, like, they hated being called like horrible and abusive, and like people need to be more sympathetic. And I was kind of like I don't know, I just didn't really like hearing it, because I had my own run-in with someone like that, right? And I wasn't really forgiving. And I kind of didn't want to be like, I didn't want to be extra patient and nice about it. So I just thought, oh, of course the narcissist will come in and run in about people talking about the abuse they suffered and say, hey, you need to be nicer to us. Not all of us are like that. But like, you know, my inherent biases aside, they are like, that whole conversation does show, like, you know, I don't know, like scapegoating. You find someone who's, why is my hamster so many? Okay, you find someone who you consider an enemy, a bad person, and then you just blame them for a lot of things. Oh, narcissistic people are horrible, they're all abusive, they're monsters, things like that, right? And people do that with other types of people, right? I don't know, where was I going with this? yeah, but yeah, they have like an out group. But if you try to understand why they got to the way they have, whether it's like from people teaching them or just one really bad experience, I don't know. Maybe you can try to convince them and change them, and hopefully things will get better. I don't know. Like, that's just the way I think about it, because I've had people I know who were like really hateful, right? Like, straight up admitted they were like racist and like homophobic, but they changed and they got better and they're not that way anymore. And I don't know if that was really due to me, to be honest. I don't think I did anything. I tried to do something, and I think maybe I was a little bit of a stepping stone, but I think it was just their own character arc and other people helping them as well. It's kind of a difficult process to make someone a better person. It's you have to really reinforce it, and you have to kind of have like, sometimes it takes a lot to do it, and maybe it's not worth it. Maybe it's better to just hate and shame. I don't know, but I do think I don't know, I really like Asya's point of view, because I do want to be understanding of people and see where they're coming from, right? Because maybe if I understand them, I can make them a better person. Maybe the hate that I experience today will not be something that someone else has to experience tomorrow. That's just how I see it. I don't know. Like, with the guy who like guided me to the place I needed to go to, after I left like the train station, my friends, they were kind of like, they hated him, right? Because he he was being really insensitive and ignorant, because like of the way he asked me about like me being Asian, and it was like really weird or something. And they were like, oh, he's horrible, he's like racist or something. But I don't know, like I could tell it was just out of ignorance, and it wasn't anything hateful. So that's why I guess I was patient, and I just like was willing to have a conversation. And I think it's better to be like that. I don't know, being patient and understanding gets you further and helps other people and makes things nicer and the world a better place, things like that, right? I mean, I'm not gonna always be a good person, I am not gonna always be patient, and I don't even think I'm a good person, to be honest. But it's hopefully things like, I don't know, hopefully with with understanding, people can be nicer to each other and the world will be a nicer place. I'm sorry for this long side tangent, I don't know. It's like, this game is really interesting to me, and I like talking about these kind of things. I don't know, I like being philosophical and talking about philosophical things. Is this philosophical, or am I just being dumb and like just rambling a lot? I'm really sorry, guys. Okay, back to the game. Evil exists, it's forgiven for. Just because there's a reason for it doesn't make it better. Of course not. I just don't like when it's described as something omnipresent. Omni what? It's like, doesn't matter. What I'm trying to say is, we aren't born with some big evil force inside us. I doubt the universe is any different. What? The universe ain't a person. Of course it's different. Well, yes, it's not. I know that. But it's kind of... It is a kind of being, right? I mean, since every being is pure by default, so is the universe. Because it's the idea of being itself, right? And, I'm not making any sense, am I? You're not. Sorry. It's whatever. About what I expected. Oh, what does that mean? You're weird. You say weird things. For a second I felt a lump rise in my throat. But then I realized something. Ira doesn't look annoyed with me. In fact, it's like she's not repulsed by me at all. I don't really get it, but it must be nice being able to think that way. Like everyone's good deep down. Like nobody would ever hurt someone on purpose. That's a sweet world you're living in. How do you do it? If I were you, I'd be angry as hell. Aren't you pretty angry already? Angrier. Whoa. Even angrier. Yes. I'd be 100 times as pissed. scary. You bet. Imagine Ira throwing 100 chairs. 100 chairs flying towards 100 guards. Chairs flying, both compasses swinging. Ira is like, but Hisa? Tava. Histiava? Doesn't have hands. Hundreds are for holding furniture, half are for stationery. A halo of chairs and compasses. A halo drawn with a compass. Every new compass draws another halo. 100 times more compasses, 100 times more halos. You're surrounded by 100 halos. We talk for a little while longer. Just idle chatter while she finishes her smoke. I tell her about some of the books I recently read. I don't know. I feel like I'm a little bit different with Asya in that one regard, though. I don't think that people avoid hurting. Like, I don't think people, like, try not to hurt people on purpose or whatever. Or, like, it's just all accidental. It depends on mentality, right? Because some people do write you off and don't see you as human. Like, I've seen that a lot. But to be honest, it's mostly a social media thing. I don't think I've ever seen it real. Actually, no, I have seen it a little bit in person. I have been like harassed for being Asian in like the big cities, right? Not really in like the smaller suburban areas or like smaller neighborhoods or anything like that. But I have experienced things like that. So I guess it's like, I don't know, like it. So I'm not really inclined to say like, oh, people don't try to hurt you on purpose. It depends on how they see you, right? If they see you as an enemy or whatever. It's just more so I believe that you can overwrite the enemy response if you just know how to do things correctly. And like, I don't know. If you and like several other people do some work, and I know that some people are gonna say it's not worth it. And that it's better to just, like, some people are just bad and it's not worth, like, fighting to fix them or whatever, because they'll just cause you issues. I don't know, like, I'm gonna be honest, I don't really know how to think about things, and I'm scared that all of this sounds bad, like, I am not properly explaining myself. Like, I don't want to say, like, all people are, like, good, right? I think, like, people who do bad things do deserve consequences for their actions, okay? Like, just because someone is like, okay, like, I'm not saying like, oh, just because I want to be understanding to someone who's like hurtful to me and like understand where they're coming from and maybe hope that they can change for the better, that doesn't mean like, you know, like that doesn't mean they didn't hurt me, right? And there's to some degree like punishment or like hatred toward, like, anger towards the people who react that way is totally normal, right? Like how did I describe it? Like I didn't react very much in real life, but other people, they hear the stories about things I go through and they get angry for me, right? And I think that's a valid reaction as well. I think like if someone did something bad to you and they hurt you, it's valid to get angry at them, and it's valid to not forgive them. And even if they change for the better, you don't have to forgive them. But like, I don't know. I'm sorry. It's complicated. It's hard for me to describe it. I feel like this in and of itself could be his own stream, but I want to focus on the game as well. So, like, I'm just scared that I don't want to come off as me excusing bad people, right? Like, if you're bad in the moment, today, right now, people are valid for getting upset with you and holding you accountable for your actions and like the things you say. I did want to make that clear, right? I don't think that just because the possibility of someone getting better is there means that everything that happened is like okay to write off, if that makes sense. It's almost been an hour. I think we only been like I think we only spent like an actual like 10 or 20 minutes in game. So we're gonna continue. I hope what I said makes sense and it comes off like it doesn't come off as anything bad. I hope I'm not like coming off as excusing people. I hope I'm not fucking excusing Hitler on accident. Okay, let's continue. I tell her about some of the books I read recently, my impressions, my interpretations. I'm not exactly used to sharing those, so my thoughts come out sounding dumb and crumpled. She keeps listening, though. Every time I say something, I search Ira's face for signs of boredom. Maybe I'm just not looking hard enough, but I can't find anything of the sort. Oh jeez, I feel so happy I might die. I gotta go. She pulls out her cigarette butt. Oh, really? Yeah, plans. Oh, I understand. But, some of the novels sounded kinda interesting. I'll check them out if I don't forget. Really? Please let me know if you do. And, sorry for that stupid philosophy talk. Okay, so I was right in saying, like, it is philosophical. I love philosophy talk. Can you shut up with the freaking... I'm sorry. Wait, I mean, yay! Oh my god, she really is like me. I also get yelled at for apologizing too much. God, this game reminds me of all my darkest moments. The things I go through. I just said thanks. Ira gives me a look so... Ira gives me... I'm sorry, I'm trying to figure out a voice for them. Like, I'm trying to stay consistent with their voices. Ira gives me a look so threatening I cut myself off. Right. I hope you enjoyed them. She nods in approval. Phew. Oh, and the books I read. They were, yes? What is that? Give me a second. Angelique? Oh, it's a novel series. A series of 13 historical adventure romance novels written by French author Anne Golan. Originally published from 1957 to 1985, the novels have reportedly sold 150 million copies worldwide and have been adapted into 6 feature films. Well, none of this sounds bad. Actually, that might be the reason why. It's because it's like probably a sweet, simple, like romance and historical fiction kind of thing. I guess it's embarrassing because it's like softer than the look she's going for. Huh? By Anne Golan. Angelic? It's like for some reason I want to like combine angel and antique, but I don't know if that's right. Angelic? The romance series? Yeah, so that's why it's the romance part. Yeah, I was thinking, like, yeah, is a different vibe than what she's going for. That's why she's embarrassed about it. It's historical. It's not just lovey-dovey stuff, you know. I know my mom really likes them. They seem wonderful. I never got to reading them, and I didn't really expect you to be into. They're fine. It's not like I'm a huge fan or anything. You're not? It's just that if you want to read something historical or whatever, they're alright. Oh, okay. I'll remember that. You're a I don't know why my throat is so hoarse. Ira looks like she's about to say something else, but then turns on her heels and stomps away. See you. Yes, see you around. Ira disappears into the street. There she goes again. My body leans against the frigid wall. My legs are weak. We talked. Ira and I really talked. I never would have guessed. It was even nicer than I imagined, and I had no idea. So she likes books like that, huh? Ira likes novels like that. It's so wonderful. It's really, really wonderful. Every new thing I learn about her is more wonderful than the last. I need to meet her again. I want to talk more. Maybe next time she'll tell me a little bit more about herself. It kind of feels like I hogged the entire conversation now that I think back to it. That's how I feel, bro. I feel like I yap way too much. I would, on the stream, I would get distracted and then go on a whole tangent for a long ass time, right? We're an hour in, and I feel like we're not even we're an hour into we're almost an hour into the stream, but I do not feel like we were an hour into our gameplay. I feel like we were 20 minutes. And a lot of times when I'm talking to my friends, I would talk incessantly in a lot, which works for a lot of people because some people, they're not really much of a talker and it helps them more. I try to be I try to be good at listening, and I try to be good at understanding and stuff, but I don't really think I'm good at it. It's kind of weird because I have really good moments where I'm really good at being someone's emotional support, someone's pillar that they can lean on and listen, being there to listen to people, right? And the other times I'm really shit at it, and I struggle so hard. I don't know what to do. It's a really weird on and off thing that I don't really know how to balance just yet. I don't know. Oh, sorry, I was just kind of thinking about things. That was really self-centered of me. Next time I'll have to ask Ira more questions. I'll ask her more about the books she likes. Maybe we could talk about movies. I wonder what her favorites are. Does she also like romance films? That would be cute. I usually prefer detective films, but I really enjoy all kinds of movies. So if she wanted to watch something, maybe we could go to the cinema. That could be so much fun. It's been a long time since I've gone there. I need to see her again. Okay, so we're gonna take a little bit of a break. Actually, I'm gonna mute the song for a bit because I think this was a nicer song to listen to as I get a drink. I don't know, I need something. And because my voice is really weird. To be fair, I was a little bit sick, so maybe that's why, but anyways, I'll be right back, guys. Stay here and don't die. Alright, I have returned, I think. Okay, I'm gonna unmute the song. Oh yeah, I do need to do something about Discord at some point. Or what I can... Okay, so maybe we could audio input. No, I'm gonna do an audio output. Is that? Let me see. No, I don't think that's how it works. Okay, we're gonna have to figure that out in a little bit. Yeah, we're gonna figure that out later. But I got a drink, and hopefully this will help my voice. If it doesn't, that's too bad, I guess. I'm gonna try to at least stream for a decent amount of time, and then, you know, we're gonna move on to the stream fixing section of the stream. Oh wait, I just realized I never fixed the title for my stream. Whoops. Whoopsie daisy. Maybe that's okay. Hang on. Let me fix that actually. We're gonna go to, I think it's the dashboard. Can I fix it there? Stream manager. I'm gonna fix the title because that was not supposed to be the title. Whoopsie daisy. I didn't mean to do that. How do I fix that? Edit stream info. Okay, there we go. Reruns, branded content. We're not branded. Okay, I should add more tags, I think. Does adding more tags help me? We're gonna do that a little bit later. Okay. So I just need to make sure that this works. Bro, we had the fucking Higurashi Ubineko title for like the last hour. God, that's so funny. Okay. Anyways, hopefully that's fixed. In the bond, it's gonna be named the same thing as the Higurashi thing, but you know, there's not much we can do about that. So she skips even more often than before. No point in keeping up with classes if you're getting expelled anyways. I guess that is Ira's modus operandi. To some degree, I understand it. But I still wish she showed her face from time to time, if only for one lesson. We probably wouldn't even talk even if she came. It's not something we ever do in class, so I don't expect anything in that regard. Just seeing the back of her head would be enough. What's with you, Shubina? Huh? You're all smiles. Finally taking my advice to heart? What advice? Not looking like you're about to hang yourself for a change. It's great to see, really. You know, I feel like it would help if you didn't bully me so much. Yes, it is great. We're so proud of you. How about brushing your hair next? That grin makes you look like a basket case. Wait, she's so cute. Thanks, Badman. I'll do that. You're welcome. He grabs my English notebook off the table. Payment for my services. What the fuck? You can't just do that? His friends chuckle along. I couldn't care less about that. Even though she isn't here today, I don't mind. I know we're gonna see each other soon. I'm gonna do everything to bump into Ira again. I'll walk the whole town up and down so that we see each other. I'll scour every corner of this place to find her. Perhaps I'm being overly reliant on the universe's kindness. At the end of the day, even if I walk all the possible routes, there's no guarantee I'll run into Ira. But I want to believe. No, I'm convinced the world is merciful. So if I try my hardest, maybe my efforts will be rewarded. Of course, is an entitled way of thinking, but there's no but there's so little time left. Too little time. I need to make the most of it. I'll make as many memorable moments as I can while Ira's here. I'll make every encounter count. I'll fill this measly scrap of time with wonderful things. Yeah. Hi. Oh, Jesus, it's you. She sighs with a mixture of relief and irritation. I barely hold in a giggle. I'm so glad to see her. It worked. It really worked. I spotted Ira between the rows of garages on the edge of town. She was crouching down by the wooden wall, hugging a thermos in one hand and holding a cigarette in another. What are you doing here? What does it look like? Meditating? Wrong answer? Ira shakes her head and looks back at the ground. Huh. The rush of joy that had washed over me when I first noticed her began to dwindle. Yeah, it'd be like that. Now that I take a closer look, I don't think I've seen Ira curled up in this way before. Everything about her posture seems exhausted. But why? But why out here? Are you okay? She mutters something. Huh? On me. What was that? I didn't quite catch it. I take a attentive step towards her, but Ira's scowl stops me dead in my tracks. You spying on me now? What? No, I was just walking here. At a garage lot. Yes? She gives a look of such contempt it sends a shiver down my spine. Why? I'm not lying. Really. I always take these walks after school, and going the same route gets boring over time, so sometimes I go through here, or through the barracks, or a couple times I went to the helipad. You know, the one that's over there? As I speak, I see Ira's expression slowly change from disdain to confusion. This isn't right. We talked so nicely just a few days prior. Why then? Did she hear something bad about me? From who? I don't think she'd believe a word of Garden's. I mean, I usually stroll around the main street or near the community center, but it gets colder. It'll get colder soon, you know. So it's better to enjoy the outdoors while you can, right? I just keep speaking, hoping she'll stop being mad at me. I need to keep going. I need to keep talking because that's what I wanted to do with her. I wanted to talk, so I have to because I can't waste this moment. We can recover from this. I can cheer her up and we will clear everything up. And she won't think that I'm some creep. I just can't stand it. I can't bear having her glare at me in silence. And, you know, the views are really great here. All the outskirts. The sky is bigger and you can see way into the tundra. And what I mean is, I didn't think you'd be here. That's a lie. Well, more of a half-truth. I'd hoped she'd be here, like I hoped she'd be wherever I went. It's just that this isn't what I imagined at all. Not after our last meeting. Not after everything. She's just staring at me. For a moment, her eyes soften. But then she closes them, as if just looking at me was wearing her out. She takes a drag and turns away from me. God. Can't I be alone for 5 minutes? I'm sorry. I wait for her to respond with something like, why are you apologizing again? Cut it out. Or even just whatever is fine. But she doesn't say anything. I'm sorry. I'll be going then. And goodbye. Silence. I walk away. Yeah, that's something I was kind of worried about. I don't know. I feel like, at least for me, I do, I do have a tendency to be like that as well. Like I don't know. Like this, like the thing is, I feel like I'm like Asya is younger than me, so she does things and acts in a way that younger me would have. So I do like I kind of like noticed that she was kind of a bit like encroaching on boundaries a bit, and that was something I was worried about. But also, to some degree, I am really paranoid. So a part of me was kind of thinking, oh, maybe I'm just overthinking it. But yeah, I had a feeling she like Ira would eventually get upset, considering the fact that Ira tends to like being alone. But yeah, it's sad. But this was kind of what I was expecting. Cold wind blows in my face. The mounds of snow on garage roofs look smooth and soft. When blizzards hit, they'll be completely buried. I like to have a snow hill form over me too. They look cozy. Oh, actually, I wonder what Ira carries in her thermos. I guess tea would be the obvious answer, but what if she's one of those people that like to have some warm soup with them? That would be cute. I should have asked her about it. No. I feel like I'm going to cry. Yeah. Yeah. Hey, you got any plans for New Year's? What plans? I'll be with my folks. No, I mean after that. My sister's going to a party with other upperclassmen. Oh, you serious? Think we could sneak in? No way, I don't want to hang out with her. Man, come on. They're gonna have those older girls there too, right? The ones from grade 10? Oh, I bet, Miss Hina... I feel like that's so wrong. I'm sorry. We'll be there. Like she talked to you. Hey, you don't know that. I said we're not crashing anything. They won't let us in anyways. That's true. Where are we going then? Whose place? Not mine. We got grandma coming over. I can't host. You? Me neither. Batman? No way. Dad's been... He's kinda tired recently. Oh, really? Yeah. It's whatever, though. Work stuff, I guess. I hear ya. My mom's also out of it. All the adults are pretty stressed, huh? Figures. It's the end of the year. Right. It's almost New Year's. It's a shame, but I don't feel festive at all. I'll need to help Mom decorate the house. Should I remind her about that? It feels like all of us kind of forgot about the holidays. At least I did. Well, maybe I didn't really forget. The end of the year has always been looming in the back of my mind, but not as a cause for celebration. All I could think about were the days counting down to the moment Ira would move away. Ira. She's absent again. I'm not surprised. I wish that I could clear things up with her. I'm not sure how, but I have to. Maybe I should apologize again. What for? Did I really do something wrong? I guess I've been pretty annoying, but I don't know anymore. I need to think of something that could cheer her up next time we meet. Will more apologies really cut it? Probably not. She'll just get more annoyed. Then maybe a small gift? That might be weird though. And I won't get any more allowance until next week. What could I even buy with the spare change? Maybe a little treat will do. A waffle? Would she like a waffle? What the hell? She's not a freaking dog. Why does my mind always go to some weird place with her? I should just shut up. Focus on something else. It's just so difficult to do these days. Difficult, difficult. But I've gotta try. There. A little clearer. I see a sidewalk a little bit better. The buildings, the sky, the lights. Everything around is friendly. Everything is beautiful. That's great. Those are great things to look at and think about. Though perhaps I shouldn't breathe so deeply. You can really get sick from this. It's been getting colder after all. My usual routes have been getting harder and harder to finish. And it's not just the temperature. The paths on the outskirts really snowed over, so trudging through them tires me out really quickly. The winds are picking up too. Even when I cover myself up with a scarf, it feels as if my face is being pelted. I'm not meeting anyone out in this weather. I should have gone to the library today. What time is it? Maybe I can still make it. It closes at 6, so no, for sure not. Oh well. They already begun putting up New Year decorations. Everything's lined up with lights. Oh, and there's a pine tree near the community center. It's so tall and bare for now. Well, I like it as it is. The way the snow rests on its branches makes it look so mighty. Alright, I'm getting into a bit of a festive mood. Wish the frost wasn't so prickly. Then I looked around. Wait, what? Then I looked around some more. Okay, yeah, I read that right. The streets are empty, save for a couple of adults I saw walking down to the bar. Hard to imagine that there would be a lot of people out on an evening like this. So why have I been meandering around like I've got nothing better to do? Every answer to this is embarrassing. The inside of our apartment block is warm and muddy orange. There's no elevator, and then again, it's only 5 floors. I make my way upstairs. An idea is forming in my head, an obvious solution to the problem I have been having. It's perfect. I have the perfect plan for the evening. There's our door. It's kind of uninviting, but that's just my opinion. I bet Dad's guests find it quite welcoming. Though, judging from how quiet it is, I turn the key and enter. The only sound I hear is the faint muttering of the TV coming from the living room. Yes, thank God no visitors today. I hang my wet coat up to dry, take off my shoes, and quietly go down the corridor. Hi, Dad. Hello. I don't even stop to peek into the room. I won't see anything I haven't seen before. At least tonight seems like it will be calm. I wash my hands. When I exit the bathroom, I hear a soft voice from the kitchen. Out with friends again? Mm-hmm. Hi. Mom nods her head, staring in front of her. She's smoking again. I go in and open the window, and then turn on the light. She squints from the sudden brightness. You want some tea? I'm setting the kettle. She shakes her head. I sit opposite of her and wait for the water to boil. She's not saying anything, and neither am I. It's not awkward per se. I just pick at the oilcloth and swat away the smoke that occasionally drifts in my direction. We're both used to this kind of thing in our own way. Even so, I go to my room as soon as I fill up the teapot. I don't like locking myself in here. I do it every time, and every time I'm swarmed with nasty thoughts. Can't even spend some time with your own mother. You run away from her, even though she has it so hard, so hard. You traitor, brat, ungrateful filth. It's the kind of self-flagellation that goes nowhere. Do I think that if I badmouth myself enough, I'll be forgiven? This happens every time and changes nothing. is pointless, so I direct my attention elsewhere. What was I going to do? Oh right! I pick up a pen and start flipping through my notebook. Ira asked me to write a poem. Just thinking back to it makes me so giddy. She said it. She told me she liked it. Ira likes my poems. No one has ever said that to me before. Well, Tulsia did, but that was years ago. That poem, the one that Garon read, what did she like about it? Maybe I should have asked. Where was it? That's it.
Сырая черная земля, не обнимай меня так нежно, не рви наряд свой белоснежный и спи спокойно. Только я буду царапаться и биться, а иней пусть себе искрится, и пусть летят по небу птицы, и светит бледная заря.
O damp black earth, do not hold me so tenderly. Do not tear your snow-white attire, and sleep peacefully. I will scratch, I will beat, but frost will still glimmer, and birds will still fly across the sky, and a pale... oops, I didn't get to read the last part. Gah! It's so lame. I can't blame them for laughing. If anything, Garin was too nice. No, don't think that. Garin sucks. I hate Garin. I may be the kind and understanding type, but that doesn't mean I am that kind or understanding. Bro, I was not nice to my bullies back in high school. I remember I got pissed off at them, so like when I got the opportunity, I smacked them with a bundle of paper, and then they yelled at me for it, and then they tried to get me in trouble. But then everyone was like, "Oh my god, you guys are so they were like, oh my god, you guys are so like petty and annoying." So I got away with it. I was like, that's the one good thing. Like, I think I don't know much about Shubina. Like, it is anime, so like everyone looks cuter and stuff. And everything's more simple, right? But I think I was extremely lucky back when I was younger because I'm I'm physically attractive or whatever, so I feel like I got away with a lot more things because like for one, I'm small, cute, and then like there were guys who were willing to defend me because I was cute. At least that's how I interpret it too, because like I feel like I would not have gotten defended or like helped out if it wasn't for the fact that this one guy seemed to have like a bit of a thing for me, but that was a bit of a funny story. I suck. Not a good person. I don't like myself very much. I'm sorry. This. Well, now that I think of it, my social thing hasn't advertised to me. Like, YouTube hasn't been telling me that I've been going live since the meal stream from a long time ago. Oh my god, I haven't even streamed IDV in like months. Holy shit. Where am I gaining subscribers from? I just realized. I'm sorry, I'm like looking at this, right? And I've gained 2 subscribers within this month, but like, why? Who's subscribing to me? But at least she liked it. For some freaking reason, Ira liked it, so maybe it's not all bad. Maybe I can make something worthwhile. At least worthwhile in Ira's eyes. That's all I really need. She got angry at me last time I saw her. I don't know why. This game really makes me feel, I don't know, melancholic. It's such a weird feeling, and I don't know if I particularly like it. Like, I don't know how to describe it. This has been a bit difficult. Like, Asya reminds me too much of myself. like to some degree both in the past, but also I don't think I've necessarily changed that much from her or like how I was in the past. I think I'm more aware, but otherwise I don't know. She really does remind me of myself. I mean, I think I'm like more like I think Asya is way nicer than me though. I sometimes think back to my past. I actually haven't really thought back to like my high school days that often. Like there's some desire for me to go back to those days and like do them better, but for the most part, I don't like. I don't know. I feel like a lot of times I kind of just look back on it and I'm just like, well, if that was a thing, I'd rather not think about it anymore. And that's kind of still how I feel. I think I don't know. I like even with time, I haven't really gone and thought back on things positively or fondly. I'm just kind of glad it's gone. And gone, like same thing with all of school. I'm just kind of like over all of it, all the memories. It's like it's not all bad, okay? Like I have a lot of good experiences, and I think I was lucky to some degree that like things went certain ways, like but I don't know. I'm just kind of glad to like move on. There's something kind of funny about seeing characters who reminds you a lot of your past and kind of realizing, oh, I've moved past that, right? Like characters, like there's characters I relate in the moment, and then I grow up, and then I just kind of look back on them, and I kind of see them as like a weird encapsulation of the arc I went through and the life I've experienced. But like I don't know. So like there's a character who, okay, I don't know how to describe it, but I'm just gonna like talk for a bit. She was older than me when I first met her, right? So I was like 14, she was like 19 or something. And then now I'm way older than 19, right? But when I look, like, it's like when I was younger, I looked at her as sort of like both an inspiration and sort of someone I related to a lot. But as I grew up, I became more like her and went through a similar arc and story. And then now that I'm older and past that point, I've sort of found a happy spot, right? And I'm happy with myself, and I'm happy with the life, right? And that's kind of how I feel right now. I don't know, and it's kind of funny because now that I look back on it, I look at things a lot more differently, and it's such an interesting feeling. This is a bit different because I didn't grow up with Asya, so I wouldn't have time to relate to her and really understand her. I feel like if I quote unquote met her when I was younger, I wouldn't have liked her. Well, I don't know. Right now, it's just so melancholic looking back on things. Like looking back on my past and just sort of relating to the game, and also kind of, I don't know. It's so interesting. It just feels so relatable. It just feels like I've been through all of this, and it's just kind of like a look back on the past that I've just sealed away and refused to look at. I don't know. She got angry at me last time I saw her. I don't know why. I messed up a lot. I really messed up a lot. I doubt she was in a bad mood because of me, but I definitely didn't help. But now I will. Maybe if I do this, she won't get mad anymore. I've been really trying since that day. The day she helped me with the diary, I mean. I've been trying, but I just can't get the words to flow right. Today, though, I really want to do this today. I think I can do it. I'm like a kid that only does their homework when their parents yell at them. I don't even know when she will show up to school again. Bumping into her on the street is a tough bet, especially with this weather. Well, I'll try anyways. I got nothing to lose. What's the worst case scenario? Appreciating gorgeous scenery? Oh, heaven forbid. I'm gonna enjoy this hell and back. And when I hand that poem to Ira, then it will all be worth it. I'm guessing she goes missing before we got to hand over the poem, huh? My wrist is tired. I'm gonna totally wear down this poor eraser at this rate. I gotta remember to buy a new one. It's a bit annoying. Even though I ask my classmates to be more careful, they always forget about it. I didn't used to do that before, but now whenever I lend a textbook to someone, I specifically ask them not to doodle in it. Despite that, they always come back with crude drawings all over it. I can't hand them back to the library like that, and I'll get in trouble if the teacher sees it. I lean back in my chair. A week. That's how long it's been since I last seen her. It's not exactly new for her to skip for several days at a time, but a whole week. Nobody else seems to be bothered, though. I shouldn't be either. It's not her job to be my, I don't want to call her pit bull. Either way, it's nothing new. Nothing new, nothing bad. Maybe Ira is taking in the town she's grown to love. Who knows when she'll return here after she moves out. I get that. I would do the same, but still. I just wish I could see her. Is she still mad at me? I really hope not. But if she is, I have just the thing to help it. That's right. It's done. I wrote Ira a poem. I wonder how she'll react. I wonder if she'll like it. I really hope she'll like it. Maybe she'll smile. Or what if she gets flustered? That would be cute. I want to see her make that face again. I keep walking around. I don't really expect to see her at this point. I just feel like it just feels like a duty I need to fulfill, like a soldier patrolling the streets. Oh, that sounds pretty cool. It's not like the weather is harsh all the time. Real colds will settle in a couple of weeks. The wind gets annoying after a few hours, but aside from that, it's bearable. It's pretty. It's all good. The main road, the 2 residential streets, the community center, the helipad, the garages, the parking lot, the school, the stadium, the research center, the kindergartens, the barracks. I've seen it all 1,000 times. Perhaps somewhere deep down, I'm a little tired of this view. But I can't hate it. I can't pretend like I won't miss it when it ceases to exist. When I finish school, I'll go to university. I'll tell everyone I'm from Vorkuta, not Vorkuta 5, because Vorkuta 5 doesn't exist. People from Vorkuta 5 do not exist. The ones outside will ask me about Vorkuta, the real Vorkuta. I'll answer with zero hesitation. If I couldn't do it, I wouldn't be allowed to leave at all. To leave Vorkuta 5, you have to deny its existence. I have to deny its existence no matter how much I want it to exist. I have to deny. I have to. But it's tough. So tough that I'm not sure I'll ever manage. Realistically, I'll probably slip up and blurt out something incongruent. I'll slip up a lot. I hope I'll get better at it by then. Maybe I should stop. I lower my scarf and take a big breath. Ouch! I'm seriously gonna catch a cold from this. At least my head feels really clear. I look up and see a familiar purple gray of northern twilight. No, not twilight. Today is the first day of this year's polar night, so I won't see the sun until the tail end of December. It's not too bad. Personally, I don't mind the dark. Some people seem to get really depressed during this time, but I'm not one of those. If I stay out for a little longer and wait for the clouds to clear, I'll see the stars come fully into view. It's a beautiful sight, especially from here, from the barracks, far better than that dingy sliver of the sky I see from my apartment window. I wish I could stick around for longer, but it's getting too cold. I start making my way back. Decrepit rows of workers' housing disappear from behind bigger and better homes. There's that old playground just around the corner. That's right, we used to go here all the time with Tulsa. Even back then, it was kinda unpopular. They built a newer one just 5 minutes away, so we often got to have the whole thing to ourselves. I guess that's why we like the place. Somehow today feels quieter than ever. I can hear a faint clicking sound as the wind passes through the swing set chains. Huh? I slow down. There's a figure sitting on a frozen merry-go-round. A drunkard? No, we don't have those kind of people here. At least, not out and about on the streets. And the frame doesn't seem like it belongs to a man either. I approach, gently making my way through the snow. My, Valinsky, sinks into it with no resistance, almost zero sound. When was the last time we had snow like this soft? I don't remember, but perhaps I stopped noticing the crunch of ice under my feet. Perhaps it's me being too focused on the person I now recognized. It's Ira. She's hunched over, elbows on her knees, hood down despite the cold. Her hair is tangled, half wet from the snow. What's she doing here? Smoking or... Huh? I stop a few meters away. Ira is letting out quiet, gasping sobs. Ira! She looks up fast, as if jolted awake. Eyes red and puffy, face raw from wiping it with her sleeves. There's a bit of snot on her upper lip. What do you want? I don't know what to answer. What do I want? All I can think about is how I've never seen a person look so small. Ira wipes at her eyes again, then stands. She stumbles a little, trying to regain her usual posture. What, another one of your hangout spots? Damn creep. Hey. Her voice cracks halfway through. Well, enjoying the show? I slowly shake my head. No, I just saw you. Ira rubs her nose on her sleeves again. Her hands are shaking. Then go back to wherever the hell you came from. Go home, Asya. This isn't for you. I take a small step forward. I want to say something, anything, but my head draws a blank. Before I can squeeze out a single word, Ira turns around and stumbles through the snow away from the playground. I can't even muster the courage to call out to her, let alone follow. I simply watch as Ira vanishes into the alley. If not for her footprints, I'd believe she was never even there. The snow keeps falling. A feeling I've long forgotten swells inside me. I've learned to not acknowledge it, so it got buried many layers deep. The hollow space inside my chest grows darker. The sky is full of pinpricks. The world is looking down on me, but not in the way other people do. It's kind and gentle, and I don't feel small under his gaze. His eyes are pure and tender. Episode 1 end. I wonder how many episodes there are. So I guess we're back to present time. Okay, so we are currently about an hour and a half into the stream. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to save here and we're going to exit the game now. We're going to probably continue pretty soon, hopefully. I do have plans to try to make sure I become a more consistent streamer because that is a problem I have with myself. So what we're going to do, I'm going to do the end screen and that will be the quote-unquote end of the stream because I'm going to cut it out on YouTube side. But then I'm going to continue the stream and I'm sorry. Every time I look at that little quote, it makes me so fun. It makes me laugh so much. I'm so dizzy. So actually, I'm gonna be a little bit honest. It may be a little bit sick. I don't know. I was actually pushing myself a little bit to get the stream started and done because I noticed it's been like a week-ish and like getting closer to a week, and I want to at least get back into the motion of streaming once a week. At the very least, because like I know I would take like a month hiatus from time to time, so I didn't want to do that. I noticed that my stream quantity was low, so I didn't want to keep it low. We're going to quote end stream, and then we're gonna switch it to a just talking stream. We're gonna hang out and do some work, and then do some things for Discord and like potential future collabs. What I might do, we'll see about it, but we're gonna try to do some things, okay? Okay, with that, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Goodbye! We're gonna quit that, we're gonna switch to the ending screen now.